He's been banned from almost every library in the metro. Now the man dubbed the library exposer will only be visiting one, the prison library. Senior reporter Jake Wiskowski has a story you'll see only on 3.
For years, he traumatized women and children at libraries in Millard, Omaha, Papillion, La Vista, and Creighton. A grown man exposing and touching himself in plain sight.
I think for like a couple of weeks, I wasn't able to go out just by myself, be like I used to study out here.
And that just makes me feel sick. There's so many elementary kids that walk to that library.
He'd been arrested 8 times for indecent exposure since 2015 and caught many others. He'd serve a jail sentence and then get out and do it again. Now the library exposer, 32-year-old Nathaniel Dixon, is sentenced to 20 to 30 years in prison for burglary and being a habitual criminal. With good time, he'll serve 15 years before being eligible for parole. Prosecutors say it's a victory for public safety.
The judge got the message in regards to him being a habitual criminal, knew what his record was, and gave an appropriate sentence to protect the public.
Dixon was found guilty by a jury of breaking into a Papillion home and stealing jewelry and going through the female victim's underwear drawer. Dixon didn't admit to guilt, but told the judge he wants a new trial.
I didn't think there was enough evidence for me beyond a reasonable doubt to be found guilty. I didn't think the prosecutor proved it at all.
Prosecutors believe he intended to sexually assault the victim when he broke into the home.
So when he was found with condoms and a flashlight and antiseptic wipes and the victim's underwear drawers gone through, that was the argument that the state wanted to make at trial.
Dixon once told me on the phone he would try to get people's reactions to himself committing the lewd acts in public and intended to put them online as a prank video. Prosecutors wanted to make sure this time his sentence was no laughing matter.
He's the poster child for what a habitual criminal is.
Dixon has a mandatory release date in 20 years. He's getting credit for 464 days served, and as mentioned, he plans to appeal the conviction. Reporting in Sarpy County, Jake Wiskowski, 3 News Now.
Because of the habitual criminal conviction, Dixon has a mandatory 10 years in prison.